You are welcome to this channel. This is your channel, the Messiah Revelation Ministry. We are last day's ministry. We are preparing you for the arrival of the Messiah. And today, our discussion is focused on the question: divine reparation or covenant relationship with God. Which one do you want? And the question is very significant here. A member of this channel commented on divine reparations. And the question arose because of our earlier message about reparations that should be paid to descendants of Negroes who were enslaved and were subjected to captivity. And as you are aware, by the end of the year 2023, the African Union is going to organize a conference on reparations. And the conference will be held in Ghana at the end of the year 2023. And a lot of comments were made. And one of the members made a comment that reparations will not come because those who should pay reparations are not prepared to pay reparations. And the comment also is that Corey Bush, an African American congressperson who is initiating reparations in the US Congress, the argument is that initiative will not go anywhere because the powers that be will not support reparations. Even non-black people from other countries, Asians and other people, Latinos, will not support reparation to be given to the African Americans. And I am also aware that there are some African Americans, there are some black people who also do not support reparations. And one of them is Candice Owens. I've heard her comments about slavery and slave trade, and she is an example of the African Americans who would not support reparations. Reparations that were given to the Jews were based upon how the Jews were maltreated in the Holocaust. Reparations were given to the French people. Haiti paid reparation. And in the case of Haiti, the enslaved blacks in Haiti paid reparations to France. So the enslaved paid reparations to the enslaver in the case of Haiti. But now people are saying that Negroes should not be given reparations. I read an article and it was stated that the African American lawyer who was going to initiate reparations, he died suddenly. Johnny Cochran, you know him, the lawyer who defended O.J. Simpson. I understand he was going to initiate reparation proceedings not long before he died. I'm not trying to link anything, but I'm saying that it is not easy to um, have reparations, particularly reparations for black men and women who went through the Holocaust. And personally, I don't think reparations is even enough because there is divine reparation. The Lord Himself is going to initiate reparations at a time that He chooses. As we are aware, in the case of the first captivity in Egypt, when the Hebrews went out of captivity, the Lord found a way for the Egyptians to pay substantial reparations to the Hebrews who went out of Egypt. In His own wisdom and counsel, the Lord will find a way for the captors to pay reparations. This is what I call divine reparations. There are so many theories that are advanced to reject reparations being paid to black people over the world. And one of the arguments is that the present Negroes did not suffer slavery and slave trade. The argument is that the Europeans and the Americans now, they were not the perpetrators of slavery and slave trade. And the argument is that if you never suffered slavery or if you were not directly involved in being enslaved, then you do not qualify for reparations. These are arguments made by people. I don't know whether they are quoting international laws or they are using human logic. After all, what we know as international law now is the law compiled by Europeans and imposed on the world, imposed on nations, imposed on the United Nations, an organization, a Luciferian organization controlled by Western powers. And so what they consider to be international law is the law of the Western powers that are imposed on the world. They will use human logic to deny reparations to be paid to Negroes over the world, but the logic of a human being is not the logic of the Lord. The Lord is above the world. He created the world. He has His logic and He has His counsel, and the counsel of the Lord will stand, and the Lord will judge the nations that enslaved His people, the Hebrews, the black people, black men, women who are scattered all over the world. The Lord is the avenger in chief. And avenger in chief meaning He is the one who has the final say in avenging captivity and avenging stealing, avenging oppression, and also avenging the blood of the saints who have been persecuted throughout the ages. And the Babylon of our time will be judged, and the judgment will be based upon the iniquities of Babylon. As you are aware, the United States was an integral, the United States has been an integral part, a major part of the slavery and the slave trade, the oppression and the captivity of the Hebrews and the Negroes the Hebrews who are Negroes who were scattered all over the world. The United States went through a civil war on the question of slavery. They had to fight a civil war to decide whether to flee the children of God, the chosen children of God, the Hebrews who were enslaved and went through trauma persecution for 400 years, as decreed in Deuteronomy, as decreed in Genesis, and the Lord is aware of that. And as the avenger in chief, the Lord will demand reparations, and this is what I call divine reparations. And so, for those of you who are calling for reparations, and I don't think reparations will be enough. Reparation paid by Germany, France, United States, Italy, and other nations will not be enough. And why are you looking for reparations? Reparations is nothing. What you need is a covenant relationship with the Most High. It is enough to be satisfied when you have a covenant relationship with God. As long as you are a Hebrew, you have a covenant relationship with God. But some people are not aware of that. And some people have deviated from the covenant. They have gone to serve other gods. Some Hebrews are now worshiping the god of Freemason, the god of Illuminati. They are not reading the Bible. They are not following the commandments of God. And they are partaking in disobedience. They have changed their gender. They are now transgender. They are now following the culture and the lifestyle of the hidden nations where they were scattered to. There's nothing that distinguishes the Hebrews from the heathen. And as a result, the so-called Hebrews are no longer in covenant relationship with God. They have lost their covenant relationship. Those who call themselves Hebrews, they've converted to Islam. Those who call themselves Hebrews are now members of the Illuminati. Those who call themselves Hebrews are now worshiping Baal. They are worshiping Baphomet. They are worshiping other gods. They are worshiping Mammon. They want to be celebrities. And so they have sold their soul to the devil. They are not in covenant relationship with God. If you gain the whole world and you lose your soul, there's no profit in that. And a lot of people have lost their covenant relationship with the Most High. Reparation is nothing, particularly reparation that is paid in dollars. Reparation paid in the euro, reparation paid in yen is nothing. The Lord Himself will cause the captor to pay reparations, and the reparations is coming. There's something more serious that is going to happen, and that is the judgment of God that is coming. The final trumpet of heaven has sounded, and it is time for you to be aware of that so that you will rethink the relationship that you have with the Most High. You need to have a covenant relationship with the Most High, and you need to think about it because God deals with people based upon the covenant that He has. If He has a covenant with you, then you are protected and you will be given all the protections that you need. In the final days, the Lord is going to divide people based upon the covenant that He has with you. If there's no covenant relationship between you and God, then God doesn't know you. You can call yourself a Hebrew all you want, but Hebrewiness per se is not going to help you unless you have a covenant relationship with the Most High. That's why we are asking a question: divine reparation and covenant relationship. Which one do you want? Do you want the captors to give you reparations? Or do you want a covenant relationship with God? I'm not saying reparation should not be given, but I'm saying that something more than reparations is important to you. The world as we see it is passing away. The final trumpet of heaven has sounded, and a vision notice is going to be given to Satan and his agents, Satan and his angels who are controlling the world. It's time for us to seek covenant relationship with the Most High so that we will be saved, we will be secured. Divine reparations will come for those who have covenant relationship with the Most High. It is not a relationship based upon citizenship, because wherever you are not a citizen of that country. You are a sojourner. You are a temporary tourist wherever you were scattered to. You are a citizen of Zion. You are a daughter, you are a son of Zion, the son of Jacob, a daughter of Jacob, and you belong to the Most High, and He has a covenant relationship with you, and you have to hear the message. The time for the gathering of the Hebrew is coming. The prophecy is going to be fulfilled. The Messiah has said that He will gather the outcasts of Israel and the dispersed of Judah from wherever they were scattered to. Whether they give you reparations or not, you don't have to worry, because the Lord Himself will demand reparations. The Lord Himself will judge the nations that scattered His children. The Lord told Abraham that his seed will be afflicted by nations for 400 years. And after that, the Lord Himself will judge them. The time for judgment is coming. The final trumpet of heaven has sounded. And so, whether they give you reparations or not, God Himself will avenge the blood of the saints. God will avenge slavery and slave trade. God will avenge the Holocaust of the Negroes, and the time is coming. And so don't worry when they use human logic to deny you reparation, when they use international law to deny you reparations. Reparations will be paid, and it will be paid in the proper amount at the proper time, and the one who will initiate the reparation is the Most High, and it is the one whose command you have to obey. You are a sojourner wherever you are, whether you are in Babylon, America, you are in Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana, Africa. You are a temporary sojourner. Your Redeemer is coming. The Messiah is coming. You need to follow His command and be in covenant relationship with Him. This is what you need. You need that covenant relationship more than reparations in dollars, reparations in euros, reparations in yen, or any other currency that is going to be destroyed. The world that we see now is about to be destroyed. The Messiah is coming and seek a covenant relationship with the Most High at a time that there is time. There's no longer time. The final trumpet of heaven has sounded. Are you looking for reparation from your captors, or you are looking for a covenant, eternal relationship with the Most High? Are you obeying His commandment? Are you preparing yourself for divine reparation? Are you preparing yourself from the regathering of the outcasts of Israel and the dispersed of Judah? I'm leaving the links to this video in the description box. Subscribe to the channel. We are awakening the Hebrews scattered over the world. The time for gathering has come. The final trumpet of heaven has sounded. Thank you for watching this video.